Hey guys, what's up? My name is Matt from BZB Gear. I'm one of the videographers here, and we are back from Infocomm 2022. And joining us today, we have two special guests, but before we get into that, I just want to hit a few things real quick. Infocomm was hugely successful for us. We're really excited to kind of talk about that, and one of the things that really happened with that was our Maestro auto-tracking EPTZ camera. It is actually one of our best of show winners from Infocomm, specifically for tech and learning. So that's going to be a major topic for us today. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and go here to our three-person shot. So we've got Joel Cruz joining us, our marketing director, and then Ilbron Kosova. He is our vice president of global sales. How you guys doing today?
Feeling good. Feeling good. You know, it's a very good morning after last night's game.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But yeah, no, it's 1 week post Infocomm. So yeah, just trying to, get back in the flow of things. It was kind of hectic leading up to the show with prepping the booth and just everything that comes with it. And now it's still kind of hectic because we're trying to catch up, follow leads, and just gather ourselves again. So, but yeah, everything is going good. It's Friday. Can't be mad.
No, not at all, especially with the Warriors winning, right?
Yeah, especially.
Oh, yeah.
I'd definitely say we probably have quite a few Golden State Warriors fans at the company, as well as hopefully watching the stream right now. Although then again, who knows? They might not be watching the stream because they might be out in the streets celebrating right now.
Yep.
All right, so just real quick, what were your guys' favorite parts of Infocomm?
Well, Infocom this year was quite different than any year else before. So we didn't participate in the last year Infocom, and obviously the 2020 Infocom was canceled. This year Infocom was quite smaller, and another downside of the Infocom was the two halls were separated, and it was kind of difficult for the people to go from this one to other one. It was time consuming. And I saw less companies internationally were actually participated at the Infocom this year. Other than that, the technology-wise, Infocom this year was actually interesting and more diverse compared to any other year. The way I see the Infocom, it was mostly focused on the way that everything was to help industry, help the end users, even commercial applications to be able to adapt to the new norms, and which is doing stuff differently, doing everything remotely. So all the companies came up with the solutions to enhance collaboration remotely, or doing conferencing remotely with any other individuals. That was an interesting part that I saw at Infocom.
Okay. So I'd say probably auto tracking was a huge part of that, right?
Auto tracking was actually not so many companies were offering auto tracking solution yet. I saw major companies such as Kramer Electronics or Extron came up with their cameras. Extron had a tracking camera that I saw, but that was pretty much same camera that was offered with a couple other companies. It wasn't a major change in that, but I believe we as a BZB gear, we were way ahead of our competition on the tracking camera. We have most efficient tracking functionality, tracking algorithm on our cameras, on three of our cameras actually. So which we were actually very excited to introduce our 4K camera capable of doing auto tracking at this show.
Right. So what Ilbron's talking about is our Adamo actually. So we
Adamo, Maestro too. So two cameras. So we have a solution for any sort of applications. With Maestro, we can actually offer a very simple, cost-effective solution to any educational clients with a less than $1,000 tracking camera. Any school, any classroom can create the environment for auto tracking functionality. This way, the teachers, instructors, they are not worried with setting up complex systems. They just use the USB cable connected to their computer, and IT guys with a minute they can set up the camera ready to go for the teachers. It's a one-time setup on the settings, and it's ready to go for any time the teachers walk into the room and can use this technology. They can use it with any major applications. If you're using Zoom, it's ready to go. If you want to use Microsoft Teams or Skype or anything, as long as you have a USB port on your computer, doesn't matter it's a Mac or it's a Windows, you connect it to your computer, run your application, and the camera will be detected on your software, and you can start your lecture or recording.
Yeah, and speaking of which, like I was saying earlier, our Adamo, we kind of unveiled that to the general public at NAB, but specifically this last week with Infocomm, we introduced that feature that we were kind of hyping up at NAB, which was our AI auto tracking. So just real quick to talk about that, I'm actually going to go ahead and put a video up that we shot with Rob Peretti from. I'm sorry, Joe. Where was he from? I'm forgetting.
AVL Media Group from Canada.
So Rob Peretti from AVL Media Group in Canada. So he was gracious enough to kind of come by and kind of help hype up our product. So go ahead and watch this video real quick, and then we'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Rob Peretti. I'm with AVL Media Group, and at Infocomm 2022, I'd like to talk about the award-winning Adamo camera. It features 4K 60, available video outputs on HDMI, 12G SDI. It is an IP streaming camera as well. It supports NDI-SHX. It has a micro SD recorder, and it also features a 12x and a 25x zoom, tally lights for active and record, and on IP we can control it via applications. The camera can find its way in a wide range of applications, including broadcast, production, house of worship, education, medical, really a wide range of applications for a 4K camera. And with a 1-inch CMOS and the beautiful glass, you have perfect picture quality. New for Infocomm 2022 is an auto tracking function that uses AI-based stature. Let's try a demo. This amazing auto tracking functionality is perfect for house of worship, education, corporate AV presentation. Reach out to your nearest dealer or AVL Media Group in Canada.
All right, and we're back. So that was just a little bit about our Adamo with the auto tracking feature. That'll be coming up a little bit more prevalent in the next few weeks. We're definitely going to be talking more about that camera, but we want to get back to kind of the main star of the show for us this last week, which is going to be the Maestro, which we already just talked a little bit about. Elbron actually has one with him right now. So, Elbron, why don't you just go ahead and kind of give us a quick rundown of the feature set of the camera and maybe like the I/O?
All right, great. Sure. So as you can see, this is a very small box camera. You can use you can mount this one on a tripod, or you can mount it on you can mount it on a wall. It's very easy to mount it. As far as the connections on the back of this unit, we have USB 3.0 Type B over here. You can, if you have a fiber cables or you're using a shorter distance with the regular USB cable, you can connect it directly to your computer. If it's a longer distance, we recommend using verified, certified USB 3.0 cables for maximum performance. And if you are running a longer distance, we can also use SDI and use one of our capture cards to convert this one to the USB. This section of it is going to go to go to the teachers. That's what you want to have and make the connections. Also, we coming up with a new version of this camera, which will have a HDMI instead of SDI. So again, if you're running HDMI, you'll need one of our capture cards to convert HDMI to USB to go to the computer. Also, you can use the IP stream on this camera if you don't want to run any SDI, HDMI, or USB 3.0. You can use IP streaming, set it up to your platform, and stream directly from the camera. As you can see, this camera has Ethernet port. This is a PoE port over here. Once you put this one on the network and go to the GUI of this camera, it's so easy, and you can literally in 2 minutes set up the camera. Once you set up the cameras, it will save internally, and it doesn't matter how many times you power cycle the unit, it will carry on those settings, and you're not gonna have to adjust the settings again. This is the reason why we come up with this solution is it's make it very easy for IT or AV guys in the schools to go to the camera, fix the settings, troubleshoot it if it's needed remotely. And for the teachers, it's easier. They are already using HDMI to connect to their computer to do their presentation on the projectors. Now they can actually use the USB on their computers and run their platforms and do their virtual training.
Yeah. So speaking of just how easy it is to set up, we actually have, I think, at least 2 videos on our YouTube channel of like just setting it up and how easy it is. It really is just like 2, maybe 3 steps, and you're good to go. So that's a fantastic camera. There's a reason why. If you look right over here, it won the best of for Infocomm 2022 for Tech and Learning. It just honestly, it's kind of a really good price point, especially to get into auto tracking. There's not a whole lot of cameras that are offered at this price point that actually have that feature. So just kind of want to pivot just a little bit. Joel, you know, I hear you're a little bit of a celebrity at Infocomm. I hear you you got a few interviews or something lined up.
No. It's just yeah, our booth was actually chosen by CNTV. It's a video crew, you know, from the Avixa company, and yeah, they just stopped by. They just wanted to you get to know a little more about you know, our the products and Infocomm, our thoughts on the show and why it's important to us. So yeah, it was on the second day. They dropped by the second day, so that was pretty cool to just have that opportunity with those guys to to just speak with them. And it was kind of unfortunate though, because we learned of the Maestro learning winning the Tech and Learning award on the final day. Yeah, I couldn't bring up the Maestro award-winning Maestro during our interview. That would have been a lot cooler. But no, yeah. So just much appreciation to CNTV, for stopping by. Deborah and Barbara as well. They are with Avixa and Infocomm, helping set up. They helped us set up our booth, get our location. So big thanks to them. Deborah stopped by the last day of the show and gave me this really awesome T-shirt that I'm rocking right now. So I missed her though. That she dropped by in the morning, but she dropped by the shirt and just wanted to see how everything was going. So yeah, and Barbara, we actually she's a celebrity right now. We actually, me and Flo on the first day, just coincidentally, we ran into her. She was coming out one of the offices or the side doors, and we just saw her. We're like, "Hey, Barbara, is that you?"
There she is.
So, yeah. Oh, do you got a picture?
Okay,
yeah,
picture up right now.
Okay, nice. We got a picture with her. She was rocking like this just fancy styling suit, with these shoes. Oh, we didn't get the shoes. I should have sent you the shoes she was rocking. It was like, it looked like a strobe, one of the strobe balls, the strobe, the disco balls, very shiny. But that's, Barbara, that's her thing. Like she'll always have very unique shoes at these shows. So it's always a pleasure to, to meet her and see what she's what her fashion is at these shows. So, there you should, yeah, okay, I see it. I think it's on the lag. Our stream's a little on the lag, but I do see her. So yeah, it was great seeing her. Just great networking with people again. I think last year in Orlando was the first live show. The previous year was a virtual Infocomm trade show. So yeah, it was great to see just people again, and face to face, and the vibes and everything was just on point.
Yeah, and speaking of people, just to pivot to our last topic of today, what was kind of some of the things that you guys picked up from people that were stopping by our booth? Like, what did you learn from them that they wanted to see from us, or things that they really liked?
Well, we have a different type of the clients, but we had a lot of people from educational that showed up on our booth, and they want to see our product and solutions that they can incorporate in higher ed or any type of the educational. So that was kind of interesting. We saw less people that they were doing residential applications. So I think I think the whole focus of this show was on video over IP, for example, and also conference room solutions, and obviously the way that they can do the live streaming.
All right.
So that's what we saw from the crowd.
Okay, and Joe, what did you see?
Just the same thing. I mean, people were asking about like our AV over IP, but they were also fascinated about our auto tracking from like Adamo, and like you mentioned that we did not have it ready for NAB back in April, but for this show we were able to set them up, and yeah, people were just amazed by the just the speed and accuracy at which it tracked, and it wasn't getting disturbed. We had a bunch of people kind of walk behind the target just to try to distract it, but it was locked on its target, and just how smooth it was. So yeah, we're really proud that we're able to have the auto tracking feature set up at the show and just kind of demonstrate for everyone. And then obviously the Maestro was a big deal for us. So much appreciation to Infocomm and Tech and Learning for recognizing us.
Absolutely. So now I guess we can say we don't have just one award-winning camera. We have 2 award-winning cameras. So we're picking up a little bit of steam, and we're looking forward to doing some more with a few of the other trade shows that exist for the rest of the year. But I think we have a little bit of big plans coming for 2023.
Yes, sir.
Any last words, guys?
Thank you for the time and interview. Hope to see you guys next time.
All right. Well, thank you
Yes.
for coming in, Elbron. We really appreciate it. Joel, thanks again for being a constant companion in these live streams. And for those of you guys watching, we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Hopefully we'll have something a little bit different. I know we've been talking about Infocomm, but it's kind of a big deal. And as you can see, all that hard work paid off. So until next time, guys, see you later.